Okay everyone, someone asked me for a quick tutorial on how to make sliding doors. So here we go. These are standard static mesh doors, but you have to convert them to a mover first. Now the remover, you can actually attach them to something to get them to move. We'll just add a standard trigger. Once you've added a trigger, you'll now have to add everything into a matinee sequence inside Kismet. And with the trigger highlighted, open your Kismet. Then you can add a new event with your trigger, touch. And if you right click, you can add a new matinee sequence. Double click opens the matinee. Most doors take around about 2.5 seconds, so we've got to adjust the matinee sequence down to 2.5 seconds. If you notice, I dragged the green up to the 2.5 as well. This is the actual sequence event. Now you have to add the doors into the sequence. So we click the right hand door first. Only clicked, nothing else. Open the matinee. Now you right click on the left hand side and you add a new empty group. This you can name right door. Then we right click this and we got to add a movement track. Now it already puts the start point of that door because the door was selected when we added the movement track. So we have a look at where the door is, and there's a yellow dot. That is the target for the start of the sequence. We have to move the sequence bar before we move the door or it won't function. So we move that to the full 2.5 seconds. Then you have to put the door in the open position. Now all you do is you click the end of your movement track and hit the enter key to add that. Now you can see the movement. If you click play, it will play the sequence. Now you have to do exactly the same with the left hand door. So we add new empty group, give it a title. Then add a new movement track. Move the sequence bar to the end. Then move your door to its fully open position. Hit enter on the movement track. You've now created a movement sequence through Kismet. Now you have to connect the trigger to the matinee. Simple. Left click, drag to play. If you want these doors to be automatic, trigger count set to 0. That's unlimited times it can be triggered. Trigger delay, you can set that to 0 as well. Doesn't have to be client side. But the matinee, now, do you want the doors to close behind you after the matinee sequence is finished? Completed to reverse. To allow time for people to get through the doors before they close, we can set a timer. So we right click completed and we add an active delay. Now when the doors open it takes 2.5 seconds, they wait 2.5 seconds, then they will close. When you're operating within the Kismet sequence, it works instantly. You don't have to build AI, but when you're building your map, build the AI and it will incorporate the Kismet. If you want to add sound to your doors, you can import sound yourself. When you import things into your map, always make sure that you've got your content browser set on your map. I've already got this sliding door sound, so we'll have a look at this. You need to auto create the cue, include an attenuation node and a modulator node. Click OK to all, and that's your sounds in. Always save after you've imported something. open the Kismet again, we open the matinee sequence for the door. You can right click this with the sound selected in your content browser, add new empty group. Right click the sound, add soundtrack and hit the enter key. That's in. Now that only plays when it's going forwards, so what you can do is add another one. We right click, add new empty group, sound reverse, so when the doors close again they'll make the same noise. Difference is this time we have to move the movement key right to the end didn't add the sound. Add soundtrack with the key right at the end, add your sound on the end. Now if you open the properties with the window, properties, play on reverse, when the door closes it will play the sound again. One thing you have to do is use the sound node wave that we created with the sound cue to add to the matinee. So we click matinee, we scroll down and we add that sound node wave as a target. Look, I must have clicked the terrain when I'd done it. Now I've got to do it all again. Quickly add that sound back in here, look. Okay, so I made a mistake, but I've put the sound in, and now we just re-add this twice. And link them up. Let's see if it works. Something about adding sound nodes and waves. Open the properties and switch off autoplay, or every time a map loads it plays the sound. Sounds quite loud, so what you can do is adjust it. To adjust the sound, open it using Sound Cue Editor. Attenuation, this is how far the sound travels. If we want it very local, we can change things. It was quite loud, so we've changed the volume. You see the sound is very big still. As soon as I hit save, that should change.